I would much rather date a woman who's, if we were using the 1 to 10 rating scale, give me a 5 who brings me peace, loyalty, and fidelity over a 10 that's going to be a fucking headache. I don't care if she's a fucking supermodel. I don't want to put up with drama and bullshit and conflict and someone who's combative. Mm-hmm. I will care far less about someone's physical appearance. Again, if she's a supermodel, but she's a fucking headache and stresses me out and is promiscuous, not interested.
Okay, but what if she's all of the things that you want, but she has a bad history?
What do you mean?
Like, she's super peaceful. She gives you that peace. She makes you happy. She makes you dinner when you get home. Like, she has the house is taken care of. Your kids are going to be taken care of. But then, she has a past where she has like 10 bodies or something.
Is her history known to the public or just known by me?
Right. So you care more, like, if other people know about.
Because it's a status, it's a status thing, yeah.
Very interesting.
It's important because the woman represents her man.
This has been so interesting for me. I've always wondered, what the thoughts behind some of these statements are. So it's cool to hear you guys.
If she had 10, but she brought me all that other stuff, I think that's probably okay.
See, because I think you guys say like low body count, nothing else. But then when we talk about it and we really like discuss it, like she would be a great mom and this and that, and you'd love her, you're like, it's not that big of a deal. And that's why 10, when you go
10
into
isn't
dating,
like
so you guys are talking about
for
like
California
20, 30, like
insane
really
numbers.
For California,
you might as well
10,
be a virgin at 10.
And also I'm 33, right? So
I see.
Most of the women that are within my age cohort are gonna be,
more.
Did I'm you not lucky. Just ask out an 18-year-old?
Well, I would date an 18-year-old, but most of the women I'm not going to college parties trolling for 19-year-old chicks, but
you would actually date?
Absolutely.
Really?
I would absolutely date an 18-year-old.
As long as she's mature enough, why not?
Well, I suppose, but
because body count counts more than like maturity and ability to hold down the household and all that stuff.
Well, it's body count, it's
purity.
It's also
it
physical. It is a physical attractiveness component.
And I'm probably going to get hate for saying this, but if you dated somebody younger, you can actually kind of mold them into the wife.
That's literally what Andrew Tate says.
But he's right. You can mold them into being the wife that you're wanting to find.
I believe in finding a person and then matching up with them because I have the same foundational beliefs and goals as them, and then we grow together and develop together and fix things about each other that maybe don't work and come together. I don't believe in molding someone and making them become that's for you to do with your children for sure, but not to do with your partner. That's just my opinion though.
Do you guys want a guy who's a leader and decisive and confident?
Yes, but I don't want him to mold me.
Tell me what to do.
I want him to take care of his business.
Let me ask you a question. And I hear this complaint a lot from women. It's a turnoff for women if the guy is indecisive about where he wants to eat, for example. And I often hear women say, I don't know where I want to eat. And I also hear women say, I see this it's almost ubiquitous on Hinge prompts. It's like, a green flag for me is, I'm picking you up at this time. I made reservations for here, 7 p.m. I'll pick you up. Mm-hmm. For me, if a girl is indecisive, unless it's impacting me because I know how to lead. So
being decisive doesn't really mean leading though. It just means you know what you want.
But you can lead them into a decision.
A decision that doesn't matter that much. It's just dinner. They're not going to lead me into
a
decision of my career.
But do you find it attractive when a man knows what he wants and what he wants for you and him? You find it attractive when the man takes lead. That's why most women love being submissive.
It depends if it's like a relationship. Yeah, if he is a man that's like, I want a relationship, that's great, that's attractive. But if he's like, we are going to live here in this state, blah, 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 that's not what I want. I don't find that attractive.
Being decisive is not equal to being a leader.
Okay, one thing, guys. I will finish the super chats and then we will wrap. Guys, $50 and up for the rest of the show. Just because I need to get, we've been going for a long time, so I gotta wrap up on the super chat. So if you want 50 and up from now, Eric, if you can just note that. Wait, so what was the original? What was the? I slipped my mind.
Being decisive.
Okay, let's move on with the super chats here. So, yo, Eventide Fallacy, thank you for the $20 super chat. Damn, what an insanely attractive group of people this show, with Brian being on top of the attractiveness, of course. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. But, okay, fun fact. I think Kiki, honestly, is the, I think she's probably...
No.
I think she's probably the most attractive man, but more men die from deleting themselves after female-initiated divorce than women whom are murdered by men. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Wait, what?
Let's continue with that. Asar with the $20 super chat. The mind knows only what lies near the heart. How true is your heart when it comes to relationships? As Tate says, they simply don't care. Men are invisible.
It's so sad that you guys feel that way. I'm so sorry.
That feel what way?
It's not
that men feel invisible.
It's not just the fact that we feel invisible.
It's not that we feel. We are invisible.
We all have seen you and let you tell us exactly how
that's
you
not,
feel.
Because
he has a podcast.
About. I have a podcast to talk. But like, we're talking more so within the context of dating. Like, a woman can never be truly lonely in the way that a man can, because a woman can go on a dating app and get some attention and might not be.
Do you think that feels that loneliness?
It's a warm bed and a cuddle, and I think
you think that fills the hole?
I mean, it might not be the precise suitor in which you want, but
it's
in the
not
moment,
feel the
in the
either.
moment, it feels pretty damn good.
Oh,
whereas
well,
men, a man can be. There's a whole movie. Actually, here's the funny thing. So I don't know. You guys are probably familiar with the term like incel and shit, right? Mm-hmm. Involuntary celibate.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I think these guys are just either they're not particularly good looking or they're struggling socially. I think it's unfortunate that we shame them, because a lot of them are just they're struggling when it comes to dating, and I don't think shaming them is the solution. But there was a femcel movement. It was on Reddit. There was a femcel subreddit where women were complaining that they were involuntarily celibate. And what ended up happening is they had to private the community because guys were messaging the girls saying, "Hey, I'm lonely too. I want to get with you. I want to be with you. I'll get with you." So even women who claim that they're involuntarily celibate, it's all bullshit.
So you think it would feel the loneliness for her to respond to that Reddit message?
Here, let's watch a Tate clip on this real quick. Eric, can you pull up a Tate clip?
A Tate clip. I think maybe
we're almost done, guys.
All the Tate clips.
I don't need a Tate clip.
We're gonna watch it. It's short. Wait, no. Oh, pause it. Eric, go down to the Tate. It's at the Tate window. It is hold on, scroll down just a tad. There's two of them. Oh, it's F&F Lone. By the way, the previous Tate clip, that's from Fresh and Fit. Check them out. No. It's the other one. Go.
I don't think most women can actually genuinely understand how lonely the majority of men are. And you need to truly understand, if you're Joe Schmo, average in nearly every way, in Starbucks working, you ain't getting a DM ever. You girls will never be lonely. As much as you might be unhappy with the possible suitors, you can at least fuck about and flirt if you feel sad. There are men out here in the world who have genuine loneliness. And I can prove this statistically. Why do you think
he's going to say something about people deleting themselves, but shout out to Fresh and Fit for that's a clip from their podcast. So yeah, men are genuinely lonely.
We're not arguing against that.
And the funniest thing
sad.
about that is the statistic that I brought up earlier, by 50% of women will be single by 2030. That's the woman's choice. It's not the men's choice in their life. It's the woman's choice to be single by 2030. The 50%, they're painting their own bed. Yeah, and as far as men being invisible, for example, any one of you girls, if we drop you at a party, I know you two are in college. I don't know if you're going to bars and clubs yet. We drop any of you at a bar, nightclub, you're going to get hit on. Guys are going to approach you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times a night, maybe more. A guy, I'll even give you this. Your looks equivalent, if you want to imagine it,
whatever your looks equivalent is, you drop him in the nightclub, nobody's going to talk to him the entire night. He will sit there alone. No girls are coming to hit on him. That's the difference between men and women. So men are invisible. Also, a baddie who works at McDonald's, 19-year-old baddie works at McDonald's.
Oh, absolutely.
Versus, let's bump it up a bit older. Let's say 24-year-old but good-looking girl works at McDonald's, Arby's. I like roast beef. I do have. Okay, well, let's not get into that right now. But versus a 24-year-old dude who works at McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
Girls are gonna fuck. Girls aren't gonna take him like.
Well,
he works at McDonald's. Like he might, but I mean.